Alright everyone, it's been a big week so far for us. We've obviously got back to the Premier League. Domestic football's back after the international break, which for me seemed to take forever. I don't think the Carabao Cup final helped. For me, I thought we kind of needed to get right back onto things and fix the problems, but players got a break, players got a rest. And Tuesday didn't go great, Arsenal beating Fulham, so we went to 9 points clear, though we did have the game in hand. And then we had Everton, Merseyside derby, always a tricky game at Anfield. Moyes has not had a great record at Anfield, but we won 1-0, which was a lovely result, fantastic result. They should have had a player sent off. It was admitted to have been, they should have been sent off. Controversy over the goal. Speaking of the goal, the abuse I've had, and some of it has actually been downright disgusting, to be fair. I could put screenshots of comments, could screenshot stuff and put it on here, and you'd be absolutely aghast at some of the stuff people have sent. But I can't because most of them have been deleted or on the process of being deleted, and so I can't really screenshot it. Ridiculous. But yeah, we won 1-0 after they got the late equaliser to win 2-2 at Goodison Park. And then held Arsenal to a 1-1 draw. Arsenal took the lead and Everton got a penalty, so now with 7 games to play, Arsenal are 11 points behind and they can only get 21 points, meaning 11 points seals a title. And we have 8 games left, starting with Fulham tomorrow. That's not the only big game coming up for Liverpool. Because I'm doing some of the WSL stuff and the women's game. Well, after the Aston Villa match where we lost 2-1, we took the lead from the penalty. Fantastic equalising goal from Villa, and then the second goal was just a good run and ended up being an own goal. It's 3 own goals in 2 games we've conceded. Thankfully not the same player, though one got 2 own goals in a match, which is never good. But they have a chance to right it because they play in the FA Women's Cup semi-final Chelsea. That is going to be really hard. New manager. Talking of Chelsea, the women's team, they could be getting sanctions from UEFA. I'll see if this affects Liverpool because it's in a Liverpool article. Oh, it's not. It's the men's team. Why it's coming up in the search for the women, I do not know. Okay. Yeah, but they changed the manager. And the record this season has been, again, incredible. They're probably going to win the WSL again. But yeah, that's the week in review for Liverpool and what's coming up for Liverpool. So remember, the match is 2 p.m. kickoff on tomorrow. It'll be on Sky Sports. And I don't know whether the WSL, the ladies' game, the women's game, whatever you want, to call it, whatever's the correct terminology now. I think it's, well, the class is their Women's Super League, so I'm assuming it would be Liverpool Women. So when do we play? Because I think I mentioned this actually. I think I talked about it being on TV. Yeah, Chelsea Women, Liverpool Women, BBC One, BBC iPlayer, BBC Sport website, 12:15 kickoff. And whoever wins that plays the winner of who's in the other semi-final? Is it not a Manchester derby? Trying to find the other semi-final. It is a Manchester derby. Man City Women, Man United Women, 3 o'clock kickoff, BBC Two, BBC iPlayer, BBC Sport website. I know we might have some viewers who might know the WSL more than me, but I know enough that Man United are having a really good season in the WSL. Man City, after pushing Chelsea all the way last year, and have been really strong recent years. They've not been at their best this year. In fact, they sacked the manager, just as we did. Actually, we sacked Matt Beard. And Chelsea have just been Chelsea, and Arsenal doing really well. But then again, when you've got the likes of Alessia Russo and Beth Mead in your attack, you expect to do well. But then again, Man City do have Bonnie Shaw and Vivian Miedema, so you expect more from them. There you go, that's the little weekly roundup and a brief look to the week ahead for both the men's and the women's teams. And then that weekend as well, we've got the West Ham game. That's the next game after Fulham. Hopefully by the end of that game we could be 6 points closer to a title. And in between that, our rivals have Real Madrid and Brentford. Ideal world, I'd like to see them knock Real Madrid out of the Champions League, just to give them more games to worry about, and Brentford to beat them. Can you imagine this time in 8 days' time, being 17 points clear? If that happened for some other reason, imagine that 17 points clear, and if that was the case, there'd be 18 points to play. We'd be 1 point from a title, meaning the Leicester game could be where we win it, but I've got a feeling it's going to be the Tottenham game where we are most likely to get it. hopefully. I mean, let's look at our league table. I mean, this is going to be like, I think I'll title this video the week review and the week ahead, because some people class Sunday as the start of the week, so it makes sense to do it. So if we look, Arsenal have played 31 games and they're on 62 points. Now on that, they're averaging 2 points a game. So if they maintained that level of performance, right, 7 games left, that's 14 points, which would be 76. That's an interesting stat. But football isn't played on spreadsheets and stats. It's played on a pitch with 22 players. But yeah. Fulham tomorrow. Well, later today as I'm recording this. I don't know why I'm suddenly more nervous now when I'm recording this than I was like a couple of hours ago. I don't know why. But we've got to carry on that momentum from Everton. Whereas Diaz and Jota had good games. Jota scored. Diaz assisted. Diaz played really well. We've got to take that momentum into the match at Fulham. We've got to win that game. Because right now we need 11 points to guarantee a title now because of the dropped ones today from Arsenal. 4 wins gives us 12, 3 wins, 2 draws gives us the 11. And the next games are Fulham, West Ham, Leicester, Tottenham. Then I believe it's Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, Palace. Leicester away. Leicester are struggling. West Ham at home. No longer under David Moyes or who was there before? Who was there? Was it Lopetegui? I can't remember who replaced. It wasn't Was it Lopetegui who replaced Moyes? And they sacked him and they brought in who was it they brought in? I've forgotten who they brought in, but he was the went from Brighton to Chelsea, and I can't remember his name. Do you know when your mind just goes blank and you just can't remember? Graham Potter. Just as I searched it, it came up. I knew it began with G, but I just couldn't remember his name. So there we go. That's the week review and a look at the week ahead. Alright guys, thank you very much.